Well, this is a special time of year in the European footballing cycle. It's where it all begins again. The lifting of the trophy, the winners' medals. That was all back in May. A mere reminder, a relic of the glory that was and what may be to come, perhaps for one of these. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So it's back, bigger and better than ever before. I do hope everybody is ready for another ride on the emotional roller coaster.
Well, the biggest show in town just now, Peter, and everyone wants to be a part of it. A competition that seems to draw out the whole gap.
And the finish! Goal! Juventus! There is the breakthrough! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Juventus have an early lead. Good start. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And here's the Poitre. Breaks on here. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Ghent have a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's a decent ball. Chiesa hits one! It's gone a long way up and away. And that would have been some goal.
Chiesa just might have got a little ahead of himself then. Maybe he had too much thinking time.
Bonucci gets into the right position to intercept. Back to the keeper and go again. And it's Cuadrado. Suarez gets on the end of it. Forward it goes. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. De Ligt gets it back. Dybala. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Jesus spreads it towards the left. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Gets away from his opponents. Keeper sees it all the way. Decent progress down the left. Gets the better of his man. Plenty waiting in the middle. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. The Poitre. And through to the goalkeeper. Could move up a gear here. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Juventus having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Juventus going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Bezos. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Tries to get it forward quickly. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Time for a change in personnel. Just brushed off the ball there.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Going for goal!
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Turns, real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Ghent really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Ghent have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Great leap! Really well taken goal. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Keeper sends it forward. Played out to the right. Offo gets it into the middle. And the shot! Taken with style, and the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Ghent go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, good take in a good area. Shapes to shoot! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Juventus are running out of time. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, it's a pretty poor start, there's no disguising it. All they can do is to try to recover it from here on in. It is a tough test. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.